And coming back to the cathedral, let's not look at the negative aspect. I know when the cathedral is completed, in terms of everything, it's also going to add some revenue to the country. We know, for example, that it will serve as a tourist attraction. We are going to have 5,000-seater auditorium. It's not purposely going to be used for religious services, as people want us to believe. But we are also going to generate some kind of revenue, which is estimated that the cathedral is going to attract. Let's also know that in England, for example, they have 14 cathedrals. And all of those ones, at the end of the year, they attract a lot of visitors to come to the site for tourism. And then they are able to generate revenue for that. And okay, also, let's also look at it this way. This is going to be interdenominational. And that is just to foster harmony and unity among Ghanaians in terms of us being tolerant of each other. So yes, people may have an issue with the state capital, which is the land, and then, but looking at the entire cost of the cathedral, it is not going to be borne by the people, like taxpayers' money entirely. This is the seed capital, and what I know is the 25 million. The 32 million cedis that you have quoted, I haven't seen it anywhere, and this is the first time I am hearing that. But that was made public that on the part of government, seed capital and the land was what government was supposed to do in terms of contribution to the National Cathedral. So let's not have it in our mind that the entire cost of the cathedral is going to be borne by government. That would be totally. I don't think people have it on their minds that the entire cost is on them, because the president made it clear that we're going to even have private contributions, churches. Yes, they have done so many fundraising for the cathedral, even internationally. For it, even in Ghana. Yes. 909. So far, private individuals have been donating towards it. They've done fundraising. I can't tell because I don't have the details of the cathedral. But what I know is that they have been raising funds locally, internationally, and private individuals contributing to the cost. So the seed capital, people may have problem with it, but this was something that was made public. It's not like it is smuggled. And for Honorable Ablakwa to say that it wasn't brought to Parliament, that I find it very, I don't know, because I think 2018, the budget statement, I think the Minister of Finance mentioned something like that. And I believe he was in Parliament when he mentioned. So, if he said it wasn't brought to Parliament, I don't know. I can't, like I'm saying, I don't have any information otherwise. The 2018 budget, the former finance minister, the Deputy Finance Minister, John Kumar, has also mentioned the 2018 budget, that it was captured in that budget. Sure. Which side of the budget was it captured? I can't tell, but what I know is that it was in the statement. So for a parliamentarian to say that it wasn't brought in Parliament, I don't know either. But you are saying that it was in a statement. Yes, but you are the same person saying that you cannot tell. I don't know which page, but what I know is that it was mentioned in 2018. When an MP also tells you that you can ask for better and further particulars. But as I sit right now, if I have to quote any page or anything, I'll be lying to the public. So it's better when I get my facts, I can come back to you or text to you that this is it, or even send it to you. But right now, for me to pretend to quote any page or whatever, I will be deceiving you and the public. So that is why I'm saying I can't tell. But what I know is that it was captured in 2018. Just as you mentioned the Deputy Minister of Finance. It's the Deputy Minister of Finance, for crying out loud. I don't think that he would deliberately come to lie to the public.
No, but he also told me the same thing. Yeah. But he could not give me specifics as to where exactly it was.
But whatever it is, it was made mention. In the president's speech, you can find it at the Independence Anniversary, where he mentioned the National Cathedral. So this is not something that people have smuggled in. The state capital and the land has always been known from the onset. So it's not like it just happened and then in the midst of global challenges, we are not prioritizing.
Let's look at it this way. You know, you may be right if you say that it was the idea of the cathedral itself was not smuggled in. But as you mentioned, you know, other countries that have cathedrals,
and the revenue
tourism. Did you check the procedures they went through to put up the cathedral?
Of course, any meaningful architecture, whatever you want to do, before you come with a project, there would have been some assessments. You would have to do your background checks and then the project outline and everything to know whatever it is. You can't just wake up and say, because I want to do this, I'm going to do it.
And do you think that Ghana has been that transparent as far as the building of this cathedral is concerned?
And talking about the architect is a Ghanaian. He may not reside in Ghana, which I know, but he's a Ghanaian. He's not an international architect. David Hajia is a Ghanaian. Everyone knows that he's a British Ghanaian.
He's a how do you put it?
British Ghanaian.
Based Ghanaian.
He's still a Ghanaian.
Yes, but there are architects here too. They have the rights to also, you know.
Well, they have
the rights to compete in a
bidding. That is your opinion.
If there are biddings
that is your opinion, but you know, everyone has an opinion. But whatever, at that time that the decision was made, unfortunately, they didn't seek other people's opinion, and they thought that he was the best person to have done it. And I think that as to who does the project, that should not be a problem, because whether a local architect or whatever.
No, that you cannot say that as to who does the project is not a problem. That you can't say.
Why not?
Can't say that
because at the end of the day, whatever the person is charging and a local architect charges, I don't think that. So what is the big deal? Because such a project, if you are putting up a project to the tune of 250 million USD, there is no architect who will say that I'm going to do this project pro bono. There is no architect. So whether it is a Ghanaian, the person resides in Ghana or otherwise, I don't think that should be relevant. The cost is what we should be concerned about. But as to who does it, that is what I mean by who does it should not be a problem. Maybe the cost involved, whatever the gentleman is charging, we are not even we are not privy to whatever money Ghana is paying to him. So we can't sit here to pretend that maybe he's charging so much, and if it were a person residing in Ghana, the charge could have been lower. We don't have those facts. So that's the point I'm making, that it doesn't. I'm saying that we don't have those facts to even tell that this is how much he's charging.
Why don't we have it?
Why don't we have it? You and I don't have it right now.
Someone has given...
those facts are there, but right now, as we are discussing, you and I don't have the facts.
And that someone is an MP. Right? Giving details has been provided in the budget, and he says that it is 32 million cedis.
The same way the deputy minister gave something.
Which was captured at the actuals from January 9 to December 2021 as President's Office of the President actuals.
Sure.
So it has been at least some information has been given.
So that his information that you have read. Why do you want to say that that is more authentic, but you don't want to believe what Honorable John Kuma said, who is also an MP and a deputy minister?
I'm not doubting what John Kuma said.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I'm not
like I'm saying, we cannot.
I mean, what did John Kuma say that? Because John Kuma actually said, I asked him if we knew or we thought that Ghana was not contributing a thing or a dime to this, and he said, how can we even say, these were his words, how can we say that Ghana is not contributing, because we have even
committed, it was captured in the budget,
we have committed lands to it. So, you know, to that effect, if you say we've committed lands, I expect that you even give me the value of the lands.
But we should know the value of the land is.
No, it's not about what everybody knows.
You know, now we have right to information. So you, as an individual citizen, you can ask for such information and to be made available. We pass the RTI, so every citizen has the right to find for the right information if you want. But to sit here and quote things that I don't know.
But Hajia, you have to be fair to the ordinary Ghanaian. There are some informations they don't.
At the right time,
people don't have to come and demand for it.
So I am sure at the right time, the cathedral, those people, the leaders who are in charge will come out with a clarifying statement to the public, and these issues will be put to rest. Because like I've said, we cannot sit here and pretend to know everything about it when the facts are not made available to us.
So even you, the facts are not made available
Why
to you?
will it be made available to me? What locals do I have in the cathedral? I don't have any locals. What locals do I have?
As a member of government?
As a member of government.
And a communicator for government?
It's not everything that I should come to me. Unless it is related to... Yeah, no. It's not... Do you want to tell me that everything that happens as a member of government and a communicator for the party?
Yes.
Why should I know everything? Why shouldn't you know? Like cathedral.
Why shouldn't you know? Cathedral is a national...
So tell me why I should.
Even though it's a president's personal pledge, it has become a national interest because at some point now, the taxpayers' money is being committed to it. So people everywhere now are interested, and you cannot tell me that something that my taxpayers' money is being committed to. So that is why I am making reference to RTI.
You have the right to ask for the information. Maybe I didn't see the need to ask for information from Cathedral, but from here, if you feel that there is something that you want to know in terms of transparency, you can write to them for the necessary information, and I don't think you'll be denied as a citizen because the RTI is passed into law. So that is what I mean. So not until I need something, I don't go asking for everything. And to say that as a member of government, I should know everything. So
now that,
I don't think that
now that people are showing interest in the building of the cathedral,
so they
should use the RTI to demand for information.
In the meantime, if you need the information, but I believe that in the course of time, the cathedral will come out with a statement. But in the meantime, that the statement is not out, you as a citizen of Ghana can ask for the information. And I don't think you'll be denied. But for me to sit here and then say things that I can't defend, I can't do that. But the point I made earlier, which I still stand by, is that it was made very clear that the seed capital and the land were those that maybe Ghana would contribute to the cathedral. But it is not Ghana that is taking the entire cost of the National Cathedral, and all of us know. And in terms of prioritizing, like I've said, our social interventions that we are doing, I don't think we have stopped any of those. We are continuing to do them. And the government is very sensitive to the citizens of Ghana.